Back, folks. This is your host Winston Ragu, my guest Rudy Kanai. Again, you've just witnessed we're dealing with one person. The young lady was from New York. We are here in Trinidad. We just did a reading based on a 5-card reading, wanting to know something about her family, her mother and father's health, basically her mother. And Rudy, you saw the surprise look on her face, did you?
Well, I was very sure, there was some surprises there, another thing in terms of what you said, but after you did the 5 cards and the mother, you wanted to go the father because the father came up also. So she was able to go before going back to the earlier talk we had that you pour a little gas and the car just keep going, you want to go.
The whole thing about that, the theory behind that reading the mother is that the person that is closer to her is what I'm showing you the viewers tonight, that this is the real thing. This is the person who's driving her, and the cards I show you, the husband is right behind her, which again I've demonstrated to you. The husband would have gotten some news, and the news that he got, he didn't want to hear from one doctor, he wanted to hear from the next doctor and the next doctor.
Well, that would be comforting to Amy, who was, who had called her to find out, to know that her father is there, and to confirm rather that the father is there to support.
Exactly.
And that would give her a greater peace of mind. I mean, her parents being here in Trinidad, and she's there in New York, to see that, to confirm that, to say, well, okay, this gives me a greater sense of peace in myself.
Well, again, I want to touch, I have a fan base around the world. I have thousands of people all over the world. What we want to bring to life with my show is not an everyday psychic, tell me this, tell me that, like a some magician. It's not about that. My show is about helping you, the viewers, and my audience, who's going to be the guests who are going to have my show. I want to help you from a spiritual problem, a physical problem, a family problem, marital problem. Any question you bring for me, I will give you the answers, not just the answers of what you want to hear, but I'll also tell you, which I just demonstrated on the show tonight, what the other person is thinking. And usually, really, people don't know what the next person is thinking.
Now, for real, you'll be totally blown away sometimes by some of the thoughts and some of the responses you get from these things.
And again, I'll bring it again live here and telling you, I have done this more than 12,000 times. My Facebook, join me on Winston Ragu, or Google me, winstonragu.com. What I need you to do, if you have questions, you want answers, there are things bothering you, can come down live at the studio at number 28 Agra Street, Rudy, St. James, number 28 Agra Street, St. James, and you can be a guest on our show. My show is not to intimidate you, to expose you, but only to help you. If there's a child, if there's a family member, whatever it should be, I am here to help you. At a cost, which cost is really?
The cost?
Nothing.
Nothing? I was worried. Cost? What's the cost,
I have asked to do a TV show on TV6. They asked me to do the show. I cannot dedicate the time and effort to go down there. So I've built my own studio to run the show live. So it will not cost me $1. Whatever cost, it comes out of my pocket. So folks, I don't need a sponsor, really.
Just to confirm, Winston, a lot of people are a little bit confused on how Winston is able to do all this. But Winston is a businessman on his own street. He has his own business that he runs, and he's very successful in it. He has some dedicated people working to support him, to give him the flexibility. And over the last, we've been talking Winston will be talking about doing this for the last year. Alright, but he just had to find the right time to put things in place to make sure this has happened. And he needed to support people to make sure this is in place, so that when he commits to this now, we go forward and we'll be able to do this without any cost to anybody. He's financing this himself, so when people say, well, this is being done free, well, how is he able to do this? No, there's nothing to it. He finances the thing himself, nobody pays for it out of it. Winston have a problem asking people for anything.
Well, really, from day one, which you would know that came to Win TV with an option, with cash in my hand.
Yes, that's true.
I then came to Win TV looking for a sponsor. I have sponsors, but this program is sponsored by me. because I am coming to you to help you out there. Then again, folks, we have to wrap up now. My director is saying we have 1 minute really. Again, join me on my Facebook, Winston Ragu. You can Google me, send me an email message. You can go to my website, which is winstonragu, www.com, Winston Ragu. All of my information is there. You can book a reading. As again, folks, please bear with me. I have 500 appointments. I'm not doing all 500. I'm doing 2 readings a day because really my work schedule has been very hectic for the last 7 months.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm trying to commit this right now. I guess home is looking on. And I'm sure my phone is ringing. And I'm sure
we have to go now. We have to go now.
Folks, I always want to spend more time. My director is saying we have to cut. Thank you again, Rudy. Thank you for coming on this program tonight.
Thank you, my
friend. And see you next time.